Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Instead of doing a full walk around video, I'm going to be doing a 4-year video montage of the build process, the gear that I use, and all of the places that I've been. So this is my 2001 Toyota Sequoia 4-wheel drive. I bought this during the pandemic for about $3,000 with about 171,000 miles. First thing I did was throw these trail wheels on, and then I went out to Big Bear and to Pioneer Town for the first time wheeling. This was during the winter time, so there was a lot of snow and mud and everything. But it was cool because it was the first time I've ever drove anything that was 4-wheel drive or anything that was off-road. Since this was bought during the pandemic of 2020, the idea was to keep this budget build under $10,000. You'll see how quickly that didn't last. I ordered new corner lights, headlights, fog lights, and installed a bull bar. The rig was in pretty rough shape when I got it. The last major service was about 110,000 miles. The rig had about 171 when I got it. So what we did is we went to the whole cooling system and the whole timing system and replaced everything. Here's all the brand new parts installed. For the suspension, I ordered a 2.5-inch lift kit from Old Man Emu. This consists of SBC upper control arms, rear spacer lift, and a differential drop kit. I also had these cross-drilled and slotted rotors installed. Here's the rig after it was lifted on some brand new 33-inch Falcon Wild Peak MTs. I installed a cheap roof basket off of eBay to hold the spare tire and some roto packs. I bought a 2014 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro grill and gutted everything off of the bar. Then I gutted everything off of the OEM grill to place the bar in the middle. Plastic welded everything together, and then after that was done, I Linexed the whole grill. Here's the grill installed along with some cheap Chinese lights from Amazon. I filled the tank up and then I headed out to Santiago Peak. I installed an ARB awning and some new black Rhino wheels. And then my boy Alfredo made me some rock sliders. Filled up the gas again because this time I was going to head out to Bull Mountain with some friends. This was my first time ever camping. I slept on a cot inside of the ARB awning room, and I tell you, I was hooked. I built a drawer system with a sleeping platform to hold all of my gear. Overlanding was becoming my thing and I wanted to stay more organized. Plus I wanted something that was lockable to store some of my important gear. I wrapped everything in matching leather. My buddy Nick fabricated a front tube style, Baja style bumper for me, along with the rear with fifth wheel and a swing out. I went from 33s to 35s, and then I got these bronze Workmeister H1 SEs in a 17 by 8.5. I'm running wheel spacers all the way around the front and the rear. I got these Nitro 488 gears, and then I had Premier West gears to do the installation. The drawer system I added was about 200 pounds of weight, so I got these Old Man Emu 2860 heavy load springs. The rig was finally built enough for its first 2-week overland adventure. This would be a true shakedown of all the brand new parts. I replaced the OEM luggage rack and the roof basket for this Belford Sherpa rack. I also installed these Joe's Original Equipment Molly panels and roto packs. These Amazon lights from China were good for a while, but you know what they say. Good lights ain't cheap and cheap lights ain't no good. I got these Baja Design Squadron Sports to replace the front bumper, the ditch lights, and the rear chase lights. I wanted to start getting as comfortable as I could, since I wasn't just going out for a weekend. I was going out for a week to 2 weeks at a time. Ship pods were cool, but we opted for rooftop tents. I got inspired by this FJ that I saw on Instagram. It's a tribute made to Ivan the Iron Man Stewart, so I had my boy Alvin wrap the stripes the same, just a little bit smaller. I kept the TRD off-road decal underneath so the vinyl looks embossed. These taillight guards are from a company called Black Horse. Apparently these are super rare because Black Horse has discontinued them. I even ended up having some patches made. These are for sale if you guys are interested. Just hit me up. bought two amber S8 light bars from Baja Designs, a 40-inch for the roof rack and a 20-inch for the front bumper. The 20-inch S8 wasn't bright enough, and I wanted to have the option to switch between white and amber, so I opted for these LP4s. The ditch light brackets weren't bright enough either, so I opted for these XL80 Sports. And these are mounted to the Rago Fabrication ditch light brackets. The two squadrons that I ended up swapping these lights out for, I ended up throwing up on the bumper, and then I ordered two more S2s. This is how it looked. I bought this Lensun 100-watt hood solar panel. It comes with a solar charge controller, and it keeps the battery topped off. I bought a snorkel from a 100 series Land Cruiser and modified it to fit the rig. I swapped out the inlet for the Cyclone from Snorkel Upgrade. This pre-cleaner is the best. It funnels all the dirt and debris out. Once everything was put together, I silicone sealed everything to make it waterproof. I'm running custom headlights from TQ Customs. They have black housings, Morimoto D2S HID projectors, LED Demon Eye turbines with switchback halos, and custom corner lights. Then I had my boy Alex wrap them in PPF film. The rig was very enjoyable, but I wanted to change something in the rear. Having a center tire didn't allow me to have a lot of real estate to mount anything, and I was tired of the pin lock. So I had my boy Kenneth custom fab me a dual swing out so I can have a spare on one side and have my accessories or whatever I wanted on the other side, and a place to haul my bike off of the tow hitch. I wanted to have an area to cook on, so I ordered a front runner table as well. I ordered a brand new set of Cooper STT Pro tires. These are MTs. I ordered some raised forged wheel caps, and those are for these TE37 XT in Blast Black. So before I get any further, let me break down the suspension components. Doing a little maintenance on these axles. Boots are ripped. I ordered some high-angle CV boots from Off-Road Solutions, and these are a little bit taller and wider, and the material is made out of polyurethane. Solo Motorsports factory length box lower control arms with OEM ball joints from Toyota. Gusset spindles from Total Chaos. Here they are, gusseted by my boy Steve. My friends Curtis and Johnny at Durabumps sent me a care package. They sent me a full Durabumps bump stop kit. Out of the two pieces for the front, I only ended up using this. Here they are installed with the gusset spindles. I swapped out the SPC upper control arms for these Uniball Freedom Off-Road ones. I swapped out the OME shock and spring, and I replaced it with some Fox. These are Fox DSC 2.5s with remote resis. I'm running Fox IFP bump stops, and this is the reason why I'm not using the front for Durabumps. And they are installed. They're frame mounted. The resis mounted. We made a custom bracket for the bump can, and that's frame mounted as well. Now let's get into the brakes. These are our GX460 calipers that were milled down by Jim Smola. They were milled down 3mm on the wing. Shout out my boys Rex and Paul at R1 Concepts for the cross-drilled slotted rotors and the E-line brake pads, as well as the R1 Concepts steel braided brake lines. Got a brand new brake booster with master cylinder and a brand new rack and pinion. I went with polyurethane bushings from Energy Suspension. Here they are installed, still running good after about 10,000 miles. I replaced the end links and we custom fabricated the inner tie rods. Here's the old suspension. And here's the new suspension. Alright, now let's get into the rear. After about 50,000 miles on the OMEs, they finally blew out, so I replaced them with these Fox IFP 2.0s. Those beautiful bump stops right there, those are from Durabumps. Here's the part number. So for the rears, I got matching Fox 2.5 DSCs, but these are actually from a 2014 Tundra. Fox doesn't make anything for a first-gen Sequoia, so I had to improvise. I ordered these on Amazon. These are shock mount relocators. Got them from OICC TBF store. They're made out of 35 steel, and they're actually supposed to bolt on to the frame like this, but I don't think it was very safe. So we ended up prepping the frame, prepped it to get ready for weld, and we started welding. Now these shocks are shorter, so this is why we're doing an external mount. These are the APOC Industries adjustable rear trailing arms. These are a lot beefier than the factory. I have the adjustable pan hard bar, but it's not installed, and those connect to these EM Keith PCK mounts. Here's the process of installing. So that's it for the suspension. Let me show you all the places I've been since I got the new wheels. I got the new inspired Overland soft rooftop tent, along with an 8-foot awning from Home Adventures and a shower room. The 8-foot awning was cool for a while, but it was very hard to set up by myself and put away, so I opted for the 180. Definitely easier to set up and break down. I ended up buying a 3-ton Kratos Pro Eagle Jack with the mount and the cover. An Expedition Essentials propane mount with a 10-gallon Flame King. And then I switched to these billet compression latches from E3 Machines. My 2020 Giant Stance 2, which weighed 30 pounds, is gone. This 80-pound dual suspension Saunders Rockstar replaces it. It's on Fox Float 38s on Kashimas with matching Fox DHXs with Kashimas. It's secured to the 1-up Super Duty rack that's attached to the swing out. So I wanted a new bumper with a winch, and I wanted something that had a skid plate to run all the way down to the oil pan. So my boy Kenneth hooked me up. For the winch, I decided to get the Rugged Ridge Trekker 10,000 pound with Factor 55 fair lead and Factor 55 flat link. Replacement oil pan with oil pan gasket. Got some steel skid plates from Skid Row Off-Road. It's the transmission plate and the oil pan plate. And these are the catalytic converter guards. I Linexed the front skid plate to match the rest of the car. And here's everything installed. Both of the bumpers and all the fender trim moldings have all been Linexed. Here's the grille Linexed. I ordered these window trim moldings on eBay because the old ones were all brittle and deteriorated. I had my guy Linex these as well. The check engine light had came on when we were in Mesa Verde National Park. We scanned the rig and we bought new coil packs and new spark plugs. catalytic converters were bad, so I ended up getting some MagnaFlows, and then I got some Denso O2 sensors. Here's the California compliant carb legal number. I installed these remanufactured Denso 12-port fuel injectors. These give better performance, better fuel atomization, and better gas mileage. I got this washable air filter from K&N. Alright, so I'll come back to the performance mods in a bit. I want to go over some of the aesthetics that I did for our next trip. I ended up getting a ABS butt deflector. And those are to match the ABS window visors. Shout out my boys Ronnie, Joey, and Fernandad over at Inspired Overland for the new carbon fiber rooftop tent. Shout out my boy Alex from Advanced Protective Films for always taking care of my rig. He PPF'd my headlights. He's gonna PPF the rooftop tent. He's also PPF'd my Prius and my Tesla Model Y. If you're in the Orange County area and need some work done, hit him up. Had to stop by the shop to see my boys and install a new part. Lamborghini Aventador LP770 just chilling. My car in the corner chilling. This is my 08 BMW E60. It's high radius wide body, full VIP'd out. If you guys want to see more of this in a walk around video, let me know. Shout out my friends Jeff, Lean, and Brandon over at Sunflare. This is their 180 watt Expedition Series flexible solar panel. I'll be using this to charge my power station and run the fridge full time. This is held in place by double-sided helio bond. So on the way back home from Mammoth Lakes, my gear sets wet on the transmission. I had to get the rig towed about 6 hours home. I ended up finding a transmission with about 90,000 miles on it. So I ended up doing the install. Shout out Lee and Jonathan for putting everything together for me. Ordered a brand new OEM torque converter, as well as an OEM radiator with all the fluids. I purchased a Rego Fabrications battery box and an Odyssey Group 31 lithium battery. Alright, let's get back into the performance. So since I passed smog, I wanted to do something with the exhaust. So I ordered brand new V-bands and stainless steel piping. I ordered a Grady RSTI 3-inch titanium exhaust. let's start getting into some of the gear, starting with the rear of the truck. I was using a power tank before, but then I switched to this ARB twin compressor, which I'm going to be mounting to these Rago Fabrication Molly panels. I'm using the Front Runner Dometic 2 Cook 3 Pro cam cooker. Here's my Goal Zero Yeti 1000X power station, 3.5 gallon rinse kit pro. I have 6 Wolfpack Pro packouts from Front Runner, as well as the Front Runner table. Inside of the packouts, I keep all my dry foods and my spices, some recovery gear and fluids, a portable butane heater, extra camping and hiking gear, some more recovery gear and a scanner, and then all my kitchen gear. I sold the drawer system and actually prefer this setup better. I got Front Runner expander chairs and a Dometic CFX 375 dual zone fridge. Got a paper towel holder, Fiskars clearing hatchet, some U-Lights by Hardcore, shot cup holder from us guys at Pure 4x4, and I got a whole bunch of Baja Design koozies to keep our drinks cold. I got a Crazy Beaver shovel that matches the rig, and it's attached to the Rago Fabrication shelf. It's to hold all the gear that doesn't fit inside the wolf packs. Here you see the ARB twin compressor mounted to the Molly panel. I hooked it up to a switch. Got an Element fire extinguisher and a rescue first aid kit. I keep the fridge right behind the rear seat. It's easy access on trail, so I don't have to pop the rear. First aid kit is very accessible as well. Like I said, this is a dual zone fridge, so I can have fridge, freezer, or whatever combination that I want. I carry this 11-liter Dometic Hydration Go water jug with electric faucet for all my drinking water. I don't like carrying water bottles that creates more trash for the environment. If I want ice cold water, I'll just grab ice from my freezer. Here's the Rago Fabrication Molly shelf when it's empty. A few things that I carry are a surf grass mat, a shower base, Devos Light Ranger, torque wrench for my wheels, tripod, hammock, trekking poles for hiking, and umbrella. Here's everything when it's loaded up. Another thing that I carry inside of the rig is this Camp Lux propane water heater. I ended up purchasing a Pelican case. This is model number 1555. I purchased the case with the foam, but gutted the foam on the lid so I can hard mount the heater. I made the case portable to sit on a table or mount to the Molly panel. It's nice having hot water to take a shower or even do the dishes on a cold night. I'm currently waiting for this 14-gallon Boondocker from Trail to be back available again. Once it comes in, I'll replace the 3.5-gallon rinse kit and dish the water packs. For washing dishes, I use these collapsible sinks. I also carry this propane fire pit with me in case there's fire restrictions. I also have this FSR Hub V2. It's 8 foot by 8 foot and it comes with a car connect. It can fit about 6 to 8 people inside, and it's nice to have on a cold winter night. Got all-weather floor mats, rear trash bag with a vacuum cleaner, bug zapper, and some personal fans from Ray's. From foot spray, got a charging cable for the fridge, a couple of drinking water bottles, and my toilet. Front runner frisbee on the door. So these are all the patches I've collected of friends and companies that I like, I love to represent, or are places that I've been in the rig. And of course, we gotta have the base camps. All the patches are held by colored push pins. Some paracord handles I swapped out. I keep all my skincare products on the door for easy access. All-weather floor mats for the front, bracketeer and fire extinguisher, Lamps and Fab Works Molly panel with the Midland USA GMRS two-way radio, and a 100,000 lumen flashlight. The front seats will be my next mod. I got Molly panels for the sun visors. So here's the driver's side. All of the floor mats, WeBoost OTR mounted to the Lamps and Fab Works Molly panel. Got some Molly bags. Here's the antenna mounted to the Sherpa rack. The front seats have seen better days. I'll be swapping them out for these Brit or Ghosters from Japan. Once they come in, I'll have to modify the seat rails to fit. Here's a 3D printed storage organizer. So I ended up getting a D&D quick release steering wheel hub, and I'm running a Grid Vertex collaboration steering wheel. Custom dash mount, and I use RAM mounts for my iPhone and my 12.9 inch iPad. It's got a spot for the WeBoost antenna. And I got the Wolfbox G900 rear view camera, and then I use my iPad for an Onyx off-road Gaia GPS. Aux beam controls all the lighting. I have a double din Kenwood for the entertainment. I ended up purchasing these T5 replacement bulbs, and I replaced all the cluster lights, all the lights in the center console and the rear console. These Baja design rock lights replaces the Chinese rock lights and the Chinese lights on the roof rack. Ended up swapping the LP4s for LP6s, and the LP4s are going to be going on the Colorado bill. So that pretty much sums up my build so far. 4 years in and about 70 grand. I'd like to thank my 3 sponsors, Durobumps, R1 Concepts, and Inspired Overland. I want to say thank you to everyone who had a hand in the build, especially Jonathan from Antspec 714 Tires and Kenneth from Simple Fab. I want to say thank you for stopping by and checking out my build. Please like, please share, or leave comments in the comments section of what you think about the build. Remember, it doesn't matter how much money you spend on your rig or what you drive. The whole idea is being able to get out, explore, adventure, and enjoy what nature has to offer.